We're here at MSU and today we're diving into the fascinating world of biodiversity. But first, let me introduce our group members. I'm Lakshana.
I'm Kayum Batisha.
Hello, my name is Shahrin.
Hi, I'm Afham.
My name is Raja Hanif.
Today, we're going to take you on an adventure to explore different groups of organisms and uncover how their life contributes to Earth.
Now, first things first. What is biodiversity? Well, biodiversity refers to the variation of life on Earth, plants, animals, fungi, and even microorganisms, and is essential in maintaining ecological balance. Biodiversity is the backbone of the ecosystem. It provides oxygen, food, medicine, and many more. Without it, life, as we know, wouldn't be able to exist.
Today we'll be exploring 5 groups, that is Bryophyta, Tetraidophyta, Angiosperm, fungi, and also Enchordata.
We will dive into their taxonomy, habitats, life cycle, and their medical or pathogenic importance. Ready? Let's head to the botany park in Shah Alam.
Hello, hi.
Alright, so in this morning, we also going headed to Taman Botani Park from MSU. So we estimate about 30 minutes towards there. So yeah, let's go lah.
Apa, that day Alanggar lah.
Oh my god, Action.
Oh my god, semangat nak pakai.
Aja. Bola dia. Tak salah apa. Semua salah apa. Apa salah aku? Aku kecil kan tahun ni.
Tak apa. Kasih beg dekat Leksha.
Dekat dulu lagi berat.
Lama dah tak bawa ini.
Go, go.
Tolongkan tau. Jangan. Leksha.
Yuk. Tak tahu lah. Oh, you tak?
End credit scene.
So here we are at Taman Botani Park, a place full of wonder and great for people with naturalist passions. So let's dive into the first group of organisms, which is Bryophyta, or people usually call it as moss. Bryophyta is a group of non-vascular plants that include most classes of moss, which is Bryopsida, along with hornworth and liverworth. There are thousands of species of mosses, but the most common one is Hypnum coverfolium, or called as sheet moss. Let's discuss about taxonomy of sheet moss. Sheet moss is under Eukarya due to possess characteristics of eukaryotic organisms, first by its cell structures, complexities, organelles, and productiveness. So the next level of taxonomy hierarchy, which is kingdom, sheet moss is categorized under Plantae kingdom. The reason is that sheet moss exhibits characteristics of plant cells. It can perform photosynthesis and also have rigid cell walls that are called autotrophic cell walls. For phylum, sheet moss is under categorized as Bryophyta. because it has little to no vascular tissue, and it is very simple and small structure. The terms Bryophyta combines Bryon meaning moss and Phyton meaning plants. These organisms are different from usual plants due to their unique characteristics. For example, a basic plant it produces flowers and seed, but they produce through spores. For the class of sheet moss, which is Bryophyta, the reason that sheet moss is under the class of Bryophyta because of its leaf structure, as its leaf arranged in a spiral or whorl pattern. The life cycle of Bryophyta, including a protonema stage, where the moss initially grows as a filamentous structure before developing into the mature gemotophyte. Many Bryophyta mosses has peristome teeth around the mouth of the spores capsule, which help in the gradual release of spores. Pig moss is under categorized as Hypneus order because of these characteristics, which is first, mosses in Hypneus order typically grow in a creeping or mat-forming manner. Second, the leaves of Hypneus mosses are often arranged in a way that gives them a feathery or fern-like appearances. And third, mosses in this order are well adapted to a variety of habitats, including like forest floor, rocks, and log. So these specifications are exhibits to the sheet moss characteristics. For the next stage, pig moss is classified under the family of Hypnaceae. The reason is, first, due to their leaf structure. So mosses in Hypnaceae family typically have leaves that are of the curve or sickle shape. Second one, their growth form. Members of Hypnaceae family usually form dense mats or carpet. And the third one, to their stem and branching. So the stems of Hypnaceae moss are often bilaterally branched, meaning they have a central stem with branches arranged on either sides, resembling a feather. Besides that, genus for pig moss is called Hypnea due to these characteristics, which is, so for the first ones, due to their leaf shapes. Mosses in Hypnea genus typically have curved or sickle-shaped leaves. The second ones, their growth pattern. They are often formed dense or mat-like structure. And the third one, to their stem structures. The stems are usually bilaterally branched and giving them a feather-like appearances. And finally, for species, sheet moss is fall under carbifolium name. The first ones to their specific traits, which the species name carbifolium refers to specific leaf curvature and other morphological traits that distinguish it from other species within the Hypnea genus. And the second ones to their habitat. So habitat for sheet moss is commonly found in moist, shaded environment, which can help to identify it as a distinct species other than other genus Hypnea. And that's how sheet moss got its scientific names, which called Hypnea curvifolium.
That's the end of my part. Now I'll pass to Lashana to explain the taxonomies of other organisms.
Itu bukan kelak Isha. Isha, what are you doing?
I'm looking at ferns.
Oh, this is fun, eh?
Yeah, ferns. This is ferns.
3, 2, 1.
I've chosen Polypodiopsida, also known as ferns, which is a prominent group within the division Pteridophyta, are classified primarily under the class of Polypodiopsida, which comprises most extant species and showcase their evolutionary diversity. Taxonomically, Polypodiopsida includes several key orders such as Polypodiales, the largest group comprising families like Polypodiaceae, Pteridacea, and Aspeliniaceae, known for their unique soil arrangement on plants. The Cytiales includes three ferns such as Cytia and Dixonia, recognized for their Aprocene growth forms, while Salvianales, comprising genera like Salvinia and Marsilia, are notable for being aquatic heterosporous. Primitive groups such as the royal ferns Osmunda in Osmundalis, the ancient lineage like Glacinia, further reflect the extensive revolutionary history of this group. While ferns are most commonly associated with humid environments such as tropical rainforests and temperate woodlands, while they also occupy diverse ecology niche, epiphytic species like Polypodium thrive on tree trunks and rocky outcrops, drawing nutrients and moisture from the air, while xerophytic species such as Chilanthus have developed adaptation like thickened fronds and desiccation tolerance to survive in arid regions. The life cycle of ferns exemplifies alternation of generation involving two distinct phases, the dominant diploid saprophyte and the haploid gametophyte. The saprophyte produces spores in sporangia, which are often aggregated into sori on the undersides of fronds. These spores germinate to form a free-living, heart-shaped gametophyte or protallus, which bears reproductive organ. Male Enteridia release motile sperm, which require a film of water to reach the eggs housed within female Anchigonia, emphasizing the reliance of ferns on moist conditions for sexual reproduction. Once fertilization occurs, the resulting zygote develops into a new saprophyte, completing the cycle. Did you know that ferns hold significant ecological, medicinal, and pathogenic importance? Ecologically, they contribute to soil stabilization, water retention, and nutrient cycling while providing habitats for various organisms. Medicinally, several species have been used in traditional medicines for centuries. For instance, Gyropteris Felix Mars, also known as male fern, is recognized for its anthelmintic properties, while Adiantum capillus veneris, also known as maidenhair fern, has application in treating respiratory ailments. Modern research has identified bioactive compounds in ferns with antimicrobial, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory properties, suggesting potential pharmaceutical applications. Therefore, this highlights the complex role of ferns in ecosystem and their interaction with human health, emphasizing their importance in scientific research, conservation, and management.
Good morning, everyone. From my topic, I have chosen angiosperm, and the organism that I choose is Oryza sativa. There are three main subspecies that I know. That is Javanica, Japonica, and Indica. The reason that I chose paddy plant or Oryza sativa because they are very interesting for me because they have high adaptability. They can be planted in diverse conditions, such as we can see here, they can grow in watery place or waterlogged place. Next, one of the main energy source or food source for some region like Asia. They also being one of the most important in some cultures, like in Japanese cultures. Other than that, Oryza sativa is very important as it can provide jobs, thus it can help the country that mainly depends on culture and crops, because it can provide work for the farmers.
Now let's get to the taxonomy of rice. Oryza sativa provides a detailed insight into its biological classification. It belongs to the domain of Eukaryota, which includes organisms with membrane-bound nuclei and organelles. Within this domain, rice falls under the kingdom Plantae, characterized by photosynthetic organisms with rigid cellulose-based cell walls and autotrophic nutrition because they can make their own food. It is further classified in the subkingdom Viridae Plantae, or green plants, which includes land plants and some algae. and the infrakingdom Stereophyta encompassing greenland plants. Rice is the part of the phylum Magnoliophyta, or more known as angiosperms, the group of flowering plants that reproduce via seed enclosed in fruits. It belongs to class Liliopsida, or more known as monocots, defined by a single cotyledon, and they have parallel veined leaf, fibrous root, and sketched vascular bundles. Within monocots, rice falls under a specific clade characterized by the presence of ferulic acid in the cell walls and specialized epidermal cells adapted for ultraviolet protection. It is part of the family Poaceae, the grass family, one of the most economically and ecologically important plant families. Known for its specialized fruit types called caryopsis, or more known as grain, within Poaceae, rice is further grouped in subfamily Oryzoideae, which includes aquatic and semi-aquatic grasses adapted for wetland habitats. The genus Oryza encompasses both wild and cultivated rice species, with about 20 species distributed across tropical and subtropical regions. The species Oryza sativa, or Asian rice, is most widely cultivated. It is an annual grass that can grow up to 1.8 meters, producing grains as its edible food. Finally, Oryza sativa is divided into three main subspecies: Indica, known for its high genetic diversity within Japonica, and Japonica, typically grown in temperate region, and lastly Javanica, sometimes considered part of Japonica, which features intermediate grain and is usually grown in Southeast Asia. This detailed classification highlights the complexity and ecological adaptability of rice, a staple crop vital to global food security.
Yes, that's all for me about the angiosperm species Oryza sativa.
In the heart of tropical rainforest, a bustling colony of ants thrives in harmony with their surroundings. These tiny workers are essential to their ecosystem, maintaining balance and ensuring survival for their species. But in the shadows of the forest, a silent predator lurks. Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, a parasitic fungus, hijacks its unsuspecting host, turning it into a zombie-like puppet. This is nature at its most fascinating and terrifying. My name is Kaimadisha, and today we'll be diving into the fascinating world of fungi. Organisms that don't rely on photosynthesis but recycle nutrients through decomposition. From decomposers to symbiotic partners, fungi come in many forms, each with its own ecological significance. Now, one particularly interesting species is the Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, a parasitic fungus that manipulates ants for its own survival. To better understand this fungus, let us examine its classification within the fungal kingdom. Taxonomy helps us categorize organisms based on their evolutionary relationships, helping scientists understand their origins, characteristics, and ecological roles. Ophiocordyceps unilateralis falls under the following classifications. It belongs to the kingdom of fungi, a diverse group of organisms that decompose organic material from symbiotic relationships, or in this case, parasitized living hosts. It belongs to the phylum of Ascomycota, also known as sac fungi. This group is characterized by specialized structures called asci, where spores are produced and released. Many members of this phylum play key roles in decomposition, medicine, and even food production. They belong to the class Pseudariomycetes. Fungi within this class are often found in soil, plant matter, or as parasites. and they tend to have flask-shaped fruiting bodies. They belong to the order Hypocreals. This order includes several parasitic fungi, some of which infect insects, making them of great interest to researchers studying host pathogen interactions. They belong to the family Ophiocordicipitaceae, a family of fungi known for their parasitic nature, particularly targeting arthropods. They belong to the genus Ophiocordyceps, a genus that includes various species of zombie fungi which manipulate their host for reproductive success. Now, the name of this species is Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, the specific fungus responsible for infecting and controlling ants, ensuring its spores are spread under optimal conditions. What makes this fungus remarkable is its highly specialized parasitism. Instead of simply decomposing, it takes control of its host. But where can we find this mind-controlling fungus in the wild? Ophiocordyceps unilateralis thrives in humid tropical forest, where biodiversity creates the perfect environment for its survival. It specifically targets ants from the Camponotini tribe, infiltrating colonies and manipulating their behavior to maximize spore dispersal. Now, the life cycle of Ophiocordyceps unilateralis is both terrifying and, well, remarkable. It begins when spores land on an unsuspecting ant, penetrating its exoskeleton and feeding on its internal organs. As the fungus grows, it releases chemicals that hijack the ant's nervous system, forcing it to climb to a high vantage point, ideal for spore dispersal. Once the ant secures itself to a leaf or a branch, it dies, and the fungus continues to grow. A stalk-like structure, known as the fruiting body, emerges from the ant's head, releasing spores into the air to infect new hosts. The cycle then begins again. Now, while Ophiocordyceps unilateralis itself is not used in medicine, its relatives in the Cordyceps genus have been extensively studied for their potential health benefits. Now, compounds extracted from species like Ophiocordyceps sinensis have been used in traditional medicine to boost immune function, combat fatigue, and improve overall health. This fungi has also been investigated for their antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties, offering us a glimpse into the potential of fungal compounds in modern medicine. However, in nature, Ophiocordyceps unilateralis serves as a deadly pathogen to ants, showcasing the remarkable and sometimes chilling adaptations of fungi in their ecological niche. Ophiocordyceps unilateralis is a prime example of the incredible complexity of the natural world. From its ability to manipulate its host to its potential medical value, this parasitic fungus reveals the delicate balance between life and death in the ecosystem. Understanding fungi like the Ophiocordyceps unilateralis not only deepens our appreciation for nature's integrity, but also opens doors to scientific discoveries that could benefit humanity. So with all that said, thank you all for watching. Bye!
And today, I'm at home. For my explanation about the animal. Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Here and today at Botani Park Shah Alam, I am going to explain about the creature that currently near me, which is camel, or its scientific name, Camelus dromedarius. The domain of Camelus dromedarius is eukaryota. The eukaryotic cell have a double membrane nucleus, unlike the bacterial cells. It is from kingdom Animalia, which has characteristic as a eukaryotic, unicellular or multicellular heterotrophic organism. Subkingdom is Uterostomia, which means second mouth. Its subkingdom is Drostomia. Drostom means second mouth. The three main characteristics of Drostom include an anus that is formed before the mouth, a mesoderm is formed from pocket of the guts, and a radial, regulative, and indeterminate cleavage.
For camel infrakingdom, it is bilateria.
As for infrakingdom is bilateria, which means the animal with bilateral symmetry as an embryo, such as having a left and right side that are mirror image of each other. They have a head and a tail, which are anterior and posterior axis, as well as a belly and a back, which is ventral-dorsal axis.
This phylum is chordata, which means animal with perceivable root called notochord, which runs along their back.
This phylum is chordata, it means animal with a flexible root called a notochord that runs along their back. They have a notochord, a dorsal nerve cord, a pharyngeal slit, and a post-anal pit.
Camelus dromedarius is under family of mammal, like the one in the back and here.
Camelus dromedarius is under the class of mammals. All mammals have hair or fur, are warm-blooded. The young are fat male produced by the mother mammary glands, and they have a more complex brains than other animals.
Camel is also under the clade of vertebrate.
It is derived from the word vertebra tooth, mean joint in the spine. Vertebrae are small bones that make up the spinal canal and backbone. If for animals to have backbone, for instance, fish, birds, amphibians, reptiles, and mammals.
It is from the order Artiodactyla.
It is from order Artiodactyla. It is for a hoof even-toed mammal comprising the pigs, hippopotamus, camel, deer, giraffe, pruhun, sheep, goats, antelope, and cattle. Its characteristics are 2 or 4 toe hooves, with a plane of symmetry passing through the third and fourth toes.
Its family from Camelidae.
Its family is Camelidae, a small family of ruminant mammals comprising camels, llama, and extinct-related forms, all having long limbs with 2 toes and fused but distally divergent metapodges, a 3-chambered stomach, and oval red blood cells. They have long dorsal necks, a small head, and long slender legs. The upper lip is deep and distinctively cleft.
Camel genus is Camelus.
Its genus is Camelus. Its habitat are rocky mountain massif, flat and extremely arid deserts, vast plains with sparse vegetation, stony desert plains, hard sand dunes, and popular fringe oases. It is in northern Africa and Southwest Asia, the Bactrian camel of Central Asia, and the South America group. Camelus genus have at least one hump on their back, long curved neck, broad, large feet, tough tail, 4 teeth rather than tooth, and annual mold.
Its species is Dromedaria. Camelus dromedaria is an Arabian one-hump riding camel, a Swiss domestic species that is not found in the wild. And now we have come to the end for the taxonomy classification for Camelus dromedarius or camel. I hope from my explanation we can learn about the beautiful evolution process or history about this beautiful creature, and we can start to appreciate every aspect of their life to the best. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
And that's the end of our video. So what have we learned today?
Well, we learned that biodiversity is the foundation of life, and each group that we explored today plays a vital role in maintaining ecological balance.
Aerophytes conserve soil, passerophytes contribute to nutrient cycling, and angiosperms support pollinators and food production.
Fungi plays a crucial role in decomposition, nutrient cycling, and symbiotic relationships, while chordates like birds and mammals maintain ecological interactions.
However, biodiversity faces threats like habitat loss, climate change, and pollution. Conservation is essential to protect these ecosystems.
Let's all do our part. Reduce, recycle, and support conservation initiatives to safeguard biodiversity for future generations.
Thanks for joining us on this journey to biodiversity. See you next time.
Remember, every species has its own story, and together we write the future of our planet.